Hi everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 2. This is the 10th video and the final video. And oh yeah, I have, like there's a guest, whatever. He's with me today.
Again, it's me, FreezingInferno.
You don't sound excited.
I'm sad, because this is going to be over.
It's gonna be over, but it's gonna be a good 20 minutes of being over, I think. I think we're gonna end with a bang. We're gonna end gracefully.
We're going to end with...
But before that, I want to see if I can actually fight him. See if it'll work.
So
Doesn't
close.
Very close. I felt pretty good about that one time. You know, I'd like to imagine there's like a 1 in 1,000 chance that it'll actually work.
Well, you can already beat Cudgel. Well. Oh boy.
Well, there's our final Lost World level, Animal Antics. Lots of talking about it I've done, I think, in the past, and maybe it's warranted, maybe it's not. We're going to find out now. So, Animal Antics is just what it may sound like to you. You're basically an animal buddy through the entire level. And we start off with Rambi, and Rambi's is pretty fun.
Oh, wow. You
Yeah.
trivialized that.
Yeah, it's actually really easy to do, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure you don't even have to press it, you don't even have to like press any buttons there. Cause I only like jumped twice and that was kind of like just me pressing buttons as, oh, I survived, okay. So, yeah. On guard is when we actually have to start doing things.
Heaven forbid we gotta do things in the Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's basically Arctic Abyss except like harder, I guess. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I like ice levels. I like the ice levels, so, you know, no big deal.
Oh, those starfish.
Yeah, generally it's... Actually, no, now I'm thinking about it, I noticed it's just like a bunch of underwater enemies in a row. Like, first we have starfish, now the pufferfish.
It's funny that you did that bit slow, because I always just supercharge right through that, all those puffers.
Oh no, from here on out, I take my time through the stage, because I do not want to die. I think, I mean, this might drive some people crazy, but for me, slow and steady wins the race, in the stage. Except for Rambi, obviously.
Well, that's not so bad. This level's hard, so you gotta take your time. It doesn't look bad now, but you'll see.
Yeah, I think here is actually when we start getting the difficulty ramped up. Like, you know, you're used to, okay, you gotta be every single animal buddy, fine. Now I got this checkpoint barrel, and there's only one checkpoint barrel in each level, so I just want everyone to remember that.
Yeah,
There's
it's
only one
not like
checkpoint barrel.
Donkey Kong Land, where they put like 3 of those things in.
Yeah, that's actually, which was a pretty good idea. I'm surprised they didn't, like, do that. Maybe it just made games too easy if they actually did that, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we got a barrage of Kremlings and Zingers. It's kind of like Web Woods, again, except shorter. You know, just all these little comparisons you could make, I suppose. I know I'm cheating, but...
I do this too, so...
Yeah. It wouldn't be any different if I went through it legitimately. It would just be slower and harder on me, so... Yeah. How do you feel about this being our last bonus level?
I'm kind of sad about that. I liked getting those coins, so... We're gonna get our final, DK coin, or Video Game Hero coin, or whatever. Are we finally gonna dethrone
Hero
Mario?
coins. Yeah, hero coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually liked having DK coins as your reward. They felt more rewarding as DK coins. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they should have just made them DK coins the whole way through, and just not have them hiding behind the level.
39? Well, what's up with that?
That's not an even number. Usually these things end in even numbers, so that's kind of weird.
Oh, but now...
Because, I mean, that's... Yeah.
Oh,
That's
now.
the last DK coin we'll get.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's wind. There's leaves.
Wind and brambles.
Well... Nope. You actually can't fall off there. I tried pushing left, and I guess there's like an invisible floor there or something. I don't know. I hope you guys liked that. That was my little bit of comedy for you in this Let's Play of jokes.
This terrified me as a child. I saw the wind, I understood, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no. Luckily, luckily or unluckily, we don't have to do it as Squitter.
This might make the whole
But-
thing worse.
To make the whole thing worse, we got this, and this is the hardest part of the game,
Yeah.
admittedly. So let me explain this for a bit. As Squawks, the wind makes your controls super sensitive. Like, just pushing, like flapping your wings, could cause your death. Pushing left or right, even slightly, could just throw you all out of control. So the best strategy, in my opinion, if you're not used to, like, you know, Squawks controls or whatever, is to just kind of really lightly push left and right. And don't like go right if the wind is pushing right, or you'll just run straight into brambles, because you start going super fast. Just insane.
On the plus side, though, if you do know where you're going and where to be, you can just go right through this and fly with the wind.
I guess I've never gotten good at this. This was always scary. This part was really scary because I get hit a lot. Yeah. As a kid, this took a good couple of, like, I think I've had like 10 game overs from this stage alone. It was pretty intense, and beating it was just a complete accomplishment for me. Just this section alone. It's so hard. And I'm afraid of, I don't want to like sound like I'm bragging, but I'm afraid I made it easier than it looks, I think, because you really go out of control if you, at the slightest push of a button.
It's tough, and the saddest thing is when you get to this rattly section, you're just like on edge. You're like, oh my god, I don't want to die here because then I have to do the stupid bramble bit again.
Yeah, I'd wager that Brambles, that the Radley section is worse than Squawks, just because it's really stressful. And let's be honest, I mean, unless you're really good at the game, you're gonna get hurt at least once, and when there's no DK barrel at this point, you're alone. You can't get hit, so good luck with that.
Really scary.
It's very scary. The spikes, the hitboxes on the spikes are generous, which is pretty nice. And there we go. We just have this one last obstacle to take. If you die here, you might want to jump out of a window. Not gonna say that like you jump out of a window because you're bad, but like you've done all that and then you died and you get a game over and you have to
Yeah,
do
out
it
of
all over
frustration.
again. You're so frustrated you jump out of a window. That's what I mean. I explained the joke. Thank you.
I don't think I've reacted that poorly to losing in a video game.
I've been close. And that's it. That's Animal Antics. That's the last stage of the game. And with that, the crocodile head opens, and we get to attack the crocodile core. Wonder how this is gonna turn out.
I want some of that blue and purple glowy stuff.
I never got what the purpose of that glowy stuff was. Like, I guess it's like energy that keeps things working.
I guess so.
I don't know. It's really weird. How big is this island anyway? Because from the inside, it's so much bigger on the inside than on the outside, you know?
My god, it's a TARDIS.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a
no!
time-traveling island. Oh no, here we go. King K. Rool's covered in seaweed, and also he shoots fish. We are in danger.
And reverse gas. Lots of reverse gas.
Lots of it. This is so this is the true final boss. It's basically, it's just a whole plethora of attacks non-stop. You don't get DK barrels or anything. This is true stuff. You got to be good on your dodging skills here.
Well, it's nice that the reverse gas telegraphs what he's going to do.
Yeah, it is. It's a good way of like telling you this is what to expect, essentially. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Like it just does it, and then it ramps up with the cannonballs. So.
I really wanted to like finish this whole thing as Diddy, but I mean, I guess I'm just not that good or whatever. And like, I didn't like the alternative where I would play all through as Dixie and then just switch to Diddy as the last second, because that just doesn't seem legit. So my excuse is this works because Dixie stars in the next game, so it's like her claim to fame, kind of. That's my excuse, my canon.
Canon.
Speaking of canon, Yeah. There's our 40th coin. I.
Just gonna drink a milkshake while K. Rool is dissolved by that swirling vortex.
just gonna drink my juice box. Just no big deal. Well, actually, we really do need to get out though. It's pretty dangerous. You know.
It's making Cranky stutter.
I don't think I've ever had an Well, I never had an earthquake before, so I don't know. But I don't think that would make you stutter.
Oh boy.
Gotta get off. Oh boy, and that's right. We're on the first. We are on the #1 spot, and we are the winner.
You're not a hoper.
We're not a hoper. We're a winner. There are no losers in Donkey Kong world. There's only hopers and winners. Don't be a hoper. We're gonna stay quiet for this moment of silence. Okay. This was bliss. You're a kid and it's like, oh man, wow. I can't believe it.
Look at that rendered ponytail.
Yeah, right? That's 3D as hell. Man. Makes you want to cry, kinda. So that's Donkey Kong Country 2.
I love the credits for Donkey Kong Country 2. This is a great track.
Yeah. A little bit of thing in case people are confused. Normally, the credits only play after you beat King K. Rool and the Flying Croc. The little CG thing we just saw, that after that it goes straight to the title screen. But for continuity's sake, I decided to save the credits up to this point, just because I think it would make for a better ending. You know.
It works. Speaking of better endings, this is a better credit sequence than Donkey Kong Country 3's, which went on for like 45 minutes.
I do not even remember the credit sequence in the first
like
game.
Just taking pictures of all the enemies goofing around and plays a stupid song, and it's not nearly as good as this one.
You sound a bit bitter.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
I have some issues with Donkey Kong Country 3, but
yeah. So final opinion, final opinions on the second game. I mean, what else is there like that we could like say here, like that hasn't been said?
Did we already say that it's our favorite Super Nintendo game?
I mean, it's our favorite Super Nintendo game. And by the way, I like how the purple lockjaw actually made a little chompy thing here. That's one thing this credit sequence doesn't have. Silly things between the enemies. The first game did that, and I missed that. Yeah.
Well,
but really, this game, I mean, it's like after I don't know if there are people here that are watching this and this is the first time they've seen the game, but I'm hoping that it's like, through the way I'm showing it, through how we've talked about it as we've gone on, I've had guests that, probably feel about this the same way I do, or at least I hope so. And it's just like, there's just like a bunch of charming things about it, and things that you'll always keep noticing every time you replay it. And it's just so fun to just keep playing it over and over again, and you really don't get that a lot, I think. Not just like in modern wise, but like in any way from any type of game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you just don't have this sort of like feeling that it's kind of like a magnum opus in a sense. Even though it may not have been made in that intention, it really feels like it, just because of how everything like oozes creativity, and just with the music and the graphics, they don't abuse like the fact that, oh look, we have 3D graphics like in Donkey Kong Country. It's like, oh, we have 3D graphics, but we're going to use that to an extent to make your experience really enjoyable without throwing it up all over your face.
We're just gonna make a good game.
Yeah, just make a good game, and just that's the best outcome we've had, and it's pretty good. You know?
Oh, what silly animal buddies.
Ramby is gonna be out of commission for a while after this, so rest in peace. Radley doesn't come back, to my knowledge. Squitter does. And Clapper's just gone forever.
What a sad thing. I love Clapper. I would always just sit there and let Clapper do his little...
Yeah. Glimmer's gonna just... No one remembers Glimmer.
Nobody likes Glimmer.
He lives in an alley now. He's kind of like that crazy guy. You know,
That one guy.
that one guy no one really wants to talk to. Funky turns into some weird mechanical dude. I don't really dig it. Wrinkly dies, and Cranky's cranky.
Well, Wrinkly doesn't die until 64.
But she does die.
But then again, did you really want to be alive for Donkey Kong 64?
Oh dear.
I haven't played it, but I've heard things.
That is a subject that will be for other videos of other Let's Plays. And now we have the credits proper.
You scurvy kangaroo.
Mm-hmm. I guess I should start doing my thanks. Like I'm saying this as if I'm like, thank you for... No, but really. Seriously, everyone that's like watched this, when I first like started like the first game, I talked to some friends. I think I talked to you even like, no, I'm not gonna do Donkey Kong Country 2. It'll be like, it's gonna be too much work. I won't have fun by the end. It'll be too serious. But honest to God, out of everything I've done so far, this has probably been like my favorite thing to do ever. Like all the way through. There was like never a dull moment about it. I thought it would be too hard because of the bonuses. It wasn't, and just thanks to like all my guests that showed up. Thanks to, of course, Mr. Inferno, who's been in like 10 goddamn videos at this point. I don't even know.
I love monkeys. What can I say?
There's no shame in loving monkeys. I'd like to thank Simply Simon for coming in and giving his in-depth analysis. He always seems to love doing that. So I'm glad I could also give him the opportunity to do that. Thanks to Karasu, who was in the third video. Yeah, Scratch Me and Apu. He was in the third video. We had good times. Uznare, of course, we had a good, that was probably the most like laid back video out of everything. We just kind of dicked around that whole time, and I thought it actually ended up being pretty good. I don't know, I had fun talking about it. Game Boy Hero was really cool. Besides being in Gloomy Gulch, he also recorded the actual GBA stuff, so that was cool of him. And
Brave soul.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
but then
God.
again, that's the version he's used to. And
Oh, I'm so
the other
sorry.
Lost World guests, the other Lost World guests, Sloppy Donuts and Solar System Bus. Thanks a lot, guys. Sorry that you guys can have like longer-ish videos, but hopefully, I think they ended up well. I think they all ended up well out of everything I've done. I think this is like the best thing I've ever done ever. And thank you, just the viewer, for watching and being a part of this experience with us.
Now go play this game because it's great.
Yeah. Also thanks to Unpronounceable, who's been speedrunning these, because I think that was pretty cool to watch. Yeah, I like the speedruns he made. And thanks to Toffel for providing the soundtrack. And just goddamn thank you. Please.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. This was great. This was a fantastic experience.
That's wondrous.
I'm not doing Donkey Kong Country Free, though.
It was already done. Oh, no.
Yeah, it was already done. Watch Demon Trigger's thing, okay? I get bored after, like, the fourth world.
Why? Why are you doing this again? God damn it, Metroixer.
Yep. 102%. We win.